Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Red and white everywhere you look. The atmosphere created by the folk of Porto Alegre, providing a real celebratory assault on the senses. It is a unique part, this, of Brazil's southern coast, and the appreciation of the game here is pretty much universal. Things already rolling. Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Thuram attempts a clearance. Great defending, strong and determined. Throw in. The Rossi gets a foot in here. Now it's Kaká, and he's there to make the challenge. And it's been hooked away. Gives it back. Look at the space here. Tries a shot! Fantastic from Kaká!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We are just getting started. Now it's Vieri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He might be in here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here! Kaka!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Looking tidy in possession here. He's in a great position here. In towards the... Getting up there!
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Vieri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho plays it short. Good read, needed to be. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And he's lost his man here. And the shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. And here's Vieri. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Guardiola. Van Bommel. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. O'Shea. And this is Luis Suarez. That has been slung wide. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ibrahimovic. And that has put paid to that. And that is a little undercooked. Guardiola. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And yes, it's there! Internacional are level. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Vieri. Donatoni. Now it's Kaká. Van Bommel. That is ended up in no man's land. Maldini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ibrahimovic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It's Vieri! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cannavaro can get it clear. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Michael is always looking to play quality balls. Silvestre. Ronaldinho. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ibrahimovic. Out of play for a goal kick.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gerrard. Donatoni. Searching pass he's played there. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Gerrard. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. O'Shea, he's looking wide. Timber cuts it out. Kimmich. Michael. That's a little off target. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Vieri. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he has been fouled there. Picked out Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back. O'Shea defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Vieri. It's Vieri! Off the post! He's got away with one there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that is a nice touch. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good chance here! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Guardiola is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Guardiola receives it in a good position here. Maicon makes a move down the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Timber did well to stay calm there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's going in strongly.
Guardiola, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Vieri. Donatoni. Great vision. Now it's Kaká. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's burst through. And the shots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Oh, good effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's a good ball. There's the shot! Perilously close. Silvesh. And it's Gerrard. And that's a dangerous ball. He's picked his way through. He's played it long. Corinthians perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Van Bommel. Now it's come to nothing.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, well measured. So much time and space. Ronaldinho! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Neymar. Kaká. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Goal! Corinthians! And again they hit the front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Oh, that's fabulous. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
And he shoots! And that's a tidy finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Gerrard!
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Luis Suarez. Guardiola. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, that looks a decent ball. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's it! There will be time for no more. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And so the calm before the storm.
A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate...
Ibrahimovic! He scored! Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Caught offside that time. Stood up well to him there. Van Bommel. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Guardiola. Thinks about the shot. Knocks it out wide. Guardiola. And this is Ibrahimovic. O'Shea. Luis Suarez. Gerrard does well to get it back. Chiellini. And here's Shevchenko. Marquez gets a foot in here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he welcomes it in. It's not an especially good pass, that. O'Shea. Corinthians are looking to break at pace. That's been slipped through. Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
It's Vieri! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Shevchenko. Marquez. Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van Bommel looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Vieri. Oh, that's a key interception. Gerrard. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez! A finish right from the top draw. Corinthians are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
More and more pressure on the ball here. The Rossi was in no mood for any of that. Ronaldinho. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Kaka. Now it's Shevchenko. Guardiola. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Van Bommel can see things others simply cannot. Guardiola. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. And here's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kaka. Good take, and is he in? It's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Internacional with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now, can they get him away? Corinthians have the chance to go the other way.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Van Bommel. He's in a great position here. O'Shea. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Van Bommel. Just eases him off the ball. Well read, nice interception. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kaka. And here's Ibrahimovic. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Ronaldinho! Denied by a great piece of... And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Vamos torcer para que nosso time consiga a vitória no segundo. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 10. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 15.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. And the shot's on here. Corinthians do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And here's Yamal. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ronaldinho with a real chance here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Knocks it into space. And here's Yamal. That's an excellent interception. O'Shea. And here's Yamal. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Marquez wins the duel. Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment!
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good ball, good take.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can he find a finish?
Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question...
Great chance!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Succumbs to the pressure. Gerrard. Corinthians still have the cards to affect this game. Cannavaro.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Yamal!
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Ronaldinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Real chance!
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Icon is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's where it came from. Look at this. Can he finish? Guardiola. No, that's been intercepted. Van Bommel. Guardiola. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Maldini. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Internacional really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Kaka. Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Yamal. Yamal is fouled. Quickly taken. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good alertness. Gerrard. Marquez makes the interception. This is a promising build-up. Threads one in. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now this could be a chance. It's played through for him.
Internacional really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings.
Cannavaro robbed him of possession.
O'Shea. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He'll try from distance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. And it's hoisted clear. They have held on just.
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Gerrard.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Corinthians really were great today. They showed...
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people.
So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
It's hit the crossbar. He's delivering all right.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. Silvestre. Now Ronaldinho. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Guardiola. Van Bommel. And here's Vieri. Corinthians leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
De Rossi. This is a promising build-up. And this is Neymar. Corinthians couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Taken back almost at once. O'Shea. And that was nowhere near his best. Neymar. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Guardiola. Internacional have got it back and they'll have another go. Ronaldinho. And this is Vieri. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thuram kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Vieri. Almost half an hour in now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Takes a shot! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Brilliantly cut out. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Referee has just said play on. Now that's well seen too. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Ibrahimovic. No way through. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Marquez spots it and intercepts. Kaká looking to add to his goal. Ball looks a good one. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Thuram. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kaká. Kaká charging forward, the ball at his feet. Kaká.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Corinthians with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Corinthians leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Good take, and is he in? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Ronaldinho ready to try one.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Vieri. Kaka. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And this is Ibrahimovic. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Internacional have their third corner. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And he was quick to react. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking for a runner. Crosses it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Corinthians are still that goal to the good. Now it's Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that it's Ibrahimovic! He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Drives it. He leaps for it! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They're up to 5 corners now. Ronaldinho plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
So we've reached the hour mark.
61.052 espectadores.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is the big chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Vieri. Van Bommel. Maldini with the slide tackle there. Shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
And it's Guardiola. Kaka. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gerrard. Guardiola. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Kaka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Vieri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar.
Corinthians really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Passes short and sharp. Van Bommel. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that is expertly dealt with. That's a decent clearance. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well timed, excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. And the through. Luis Suarez! Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And this is Vieri.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's an excellent interception. Kaka. And it's Kaka. He's found a way through. Gerrard. 2 minutes to be added on. Van Bommel.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
So that's it. It is all over. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Kaka picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Corinthians going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things already rolling. That has not gone well. Not where it came from. Vieri! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Quality ball. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. And here's Ibrahimovic. Always goal side. Van Bommel. Chance here to counter. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Vieri! It's fallen loose again! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's quick to return it. Good read, needed to be. Corinthians are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Van Bommel. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Vieri. Vieri. Now that's well seen too. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho scooting forward. Guardiola. Ibrahimovic ploughing through the middle. De Rossi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Luis Suarez. Van Bommel. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. Vieri. He's cut it out. Neymar. Kaka receives it in a good position here. Oh, such a clever touch. Brilliantly cut out. Van Bommel conjures time and space where few can. Ronaldinho. He has found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Silvestre is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Always. And another try! Goal! Corinthians! Kaká at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
39 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador, camisa 8.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a sweeping cross. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Rossi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Luis Suarez. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Corinthians are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
An uncompromising challenge. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Corinthians are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now,
Chance for a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on. Corinthians have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. There's the shot! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic. Van Bommel. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Maldini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a lovely, neat pass. O'Shea makes the interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's gone backward here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Ronaldinho. Big chance! Corinthians are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Van Bommel. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Neymar. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Van Bommel. That is ended up in no man's land. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. And a chance! And the pass is in. And the shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Van Bommel was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
This is their second corner of the game. It's loose, and he's following up! And that could have brought them level.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
O'Shea. Nicely weighted ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's well spotted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Suarez goes short. Can he finish? Against the crossbar. He has a look up. Great chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Now it's Vieri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Good ball, just the keeper in his... And he shoots! And there's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Corinthians have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Shot a goal! Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? And the number on the board is 3. Chiellini cuts out the pass. And it's Neymar. Van Bommel. And here's Ibrahimovic. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Corinthians are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Corinthians really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other.
everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're...
Ibrahimovic! No, just over.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Marquez proves too strong.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking...
And the shots! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attack.
Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Kaka. O'Shea gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Kaka. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Kaka. Kaka. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. Corinthians leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Not the most convincing of passes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Van Bommel. He's in a good position here. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Guardiola. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Here's a chance! Michael conjures time and space where few can. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He'll try from distance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Internacional restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ibrahimovic has been caught there, it's a foul. Great chance here from position A1.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He went for the curler. Maldini stood up well to him there. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Guardiola. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! De Rossi. Kaka. It's played through for him. Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Important interception. Internacional have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Internacional! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Internacional with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Van Bommel. Guardiola. Guardiola is always looking to break lines, looking to play him in. Van Bommel. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Oh, some tackle that. Shoots! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Estamos atrás, mas não perdemos ainda. Vamos virar o jogo, senhoras e senhores. Substituição em andamento.
Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back.
Shot a goal! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Internacional go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Guardiola has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Goes for goal! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Kaka must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Guardiola. And it's Neymar. He's dribbled past his man here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Doué. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ibrahimovic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Internacional appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez. And the shot! Gerrard, never out of the action for very long.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Van Bommel.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 61.052 espectadores.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. And the counter is on. No, that's been intercepted. Van Bommel. Guardiola. Neymar. And here's Suarez. Kaká. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kaká. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This is their second corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 24. Vai ser substituído pelo
Suarez
jogador.
goes short.
Camisa 11. Neymar.
Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's picked out the run. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that was vital. He's having a pop! It's hit the upright. That's put paid to the danger. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldinho. And this is Ibrahimovic. O'Shea. De Rossi. Gerrard. And the through ball. Kaká receives it in a good position. Surely he can't. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Olise. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ronaldinho. And here's Suarez. Olise. Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Vieri. Just eases him off the ball. De Rossi. O'Shea. And it's Kaká. Oh, now he can run away with it. Olise. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Guardiola. Olise. Olise going. He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Olise is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Guardiola gathers from the goal kick.
Timber cuts it out. Gerrard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Olise. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now he's running away. De Rossi. For O'Shea. He's found space here. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Olise takes on his marker. And the number on the board is 3. Now, can they get him away? It's Vieri! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well read, nice interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Corinthians did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and